Hey fellow readers, my name is Zoe and welcome to Zoe's Midweek Reads. Today I will be talking about a series I really enjoyed by Donita K and it doesn't really have a specific name. The first book is called Dragon Spell. As you can see, it's got a dragon egg and a green dragon over here. And I will read the summary. But before I read the summary, I'm going to say the names of the other books in the series. As I've mentioned earlier, it's a 5-book series. The second book is Dragon Quest, followed by Dragon Knight, then Dragon Fire, and finally Dragon Light. It's really a good series. I really highly recommend it if you really like dragons, or if you like to read in general. Good for all ages. And the author is just really very talented at writing. I'm just going to say this now. Anyway, I'm going to read the back of the book now, the summary. And I really apologize if I stutter a lot or anything. I'm not really used to reading out loud. Of course, no one my age apparently is, at least in my English class. So anyway, I'll begin. One dragon egg holds the keys to the future. Once a slave, Kale is given the unexpected opportunity to become a servant to Paladin. Yet this young girl has much to learn about the difference between slavery and service. A desperate search begins. A small band of Paladin's servants rescue Kale from danger, but turn her from her destination, the hall where she is to be trained. Feeling afraid and unprepared, Kale embarks on a perilous quest to find the meech dragon egg stolen by the foul wizard Risto. First, she and her comrades must find Wizard Fenworth, but their journey is threatened when a key member of their party is captured, leaving the remaining companions to find Fenworth, attempt an impossible rescue, and recover the egg whose true value they have not begun to suspect. So it sounds kind of like a mystery. It's got adventure. Not really romance, I don't think. Mostly adventure, mystery, dragons. And according to this book, each dragon, their color of the skin of their scales means a different talent, what they have. Like green is healing. Purple, song, red, fire, and so on. So the first dragon that Kale finds is when she's washing clothes in a pond for her village. She's a slave in the village. And she's not really unhappy, I guess, but she just doesn't like being there. So she's kind of neutral about it, I would think. Anyway, Kale, the main character, is called an Orunt. She's one of the 7 high races. Those were created by Walder, which is kind of like God. So if you hate religion, then you might not want to read this. Unless you really like dragons enough to just bypass the religion, then I suggest reading it. Anyway, Walder is the creator of pretty much all things. And his enemy is called the Pretender. He created the 7 low races, which are pretty much his copy of the 7 high races. They do nothing but pillage and kill, and they're pretty much just all evil. And so Kale takes her dragon egg after showing it to the mayor of her village and goes to the halls, which is kind of like the capital, or like the main kingdom, where Paladin resides, sometimes. Other times he's probably just like off on an adventure on his own. Anyway, but before Kale can actually get to the capital, she takes a little short detour, mainly to clear her head and to keep from freaking out after being in a really crowded area. Because if you remember, she's from a small village, and the capital is pretty much like huge. Which means more people, it's going to be crowded, and she's not used to that. So she takes her journey, or her little walk, away from the capital to clear her mind. She is captured by Growlings. Growlings are kind of like ogres. Or ogres. Yeah, so they toss around like pretty much just like a pillow. She's really light compared to them. And Growlings, they smell horrible, smell like rotten garbage, according to the book. Speaking of which, the book, thankfully, each one has a little dictionary in the back, which explains what each person is, or like what the characters are, and type of species, high races, low races, who's who. Pretty much that's what it explains. And so after Kale gets captured by Growlings, they tie her up to a post and they're gonna eat her, but they wait for a while, I don't know, for some reason. Because I'm not gonna spoil all of this stuff to you. I would like for you to read it on your own. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the part where she escapes, hides underground, finds more dragon eggs, gets rescued by some Knights of Paladin, and then is taken on a journey. Now, what happens on the journey is for you to find out, because I don't want to give any more spoilers away. So I really suggest reading this. All 5 of them. If you enjoy the first one, I really suggest reading the rest of them. And so that pretty much explains my thoughts, the summary of the book, what I think of it, and pretty much all I was going to cover. And what I'm going to do now is tell you what I'm going to be doing about this video. For this video, I will be doing them every Wednesday, which is why it's called Midweek Reads. Wednesday's the middle of the week. And I'll be doing them unless I have something very important to do on a Wednesday, then I'll wait till the next Wednesday. So if you're waiting for a couple weeks, I apologize. It's just I have something going on that day. And I will hopefully find books that really interest you guys. And I would like for you to comment and hopefully subscribe. You don't have to if you really don't want to, but it would mean a lot to me. And so, yeah, pretty much this. Oh, and I will be making a Facebook page, which I'll be taking a picture of the front and the back cover, and I'll be giving the summary of it, and then below that I'll give my thoughts and then a little bit about the author under that. So basically what I cover here. Speaking of which, I will also tell you a little bit about Donita K. It's also on the back of the book, in case you're wondering. Donita K. is a retired teacher and award-winning author. She is also engaged in mentoring writers of all ages. Her teen writing club has published 4 juvenile novels, and she conducts 2 writing workshops each week. She presently lives in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Thank you. And if you want more, just comment below, and just comment in the comment section, of course, and tell me what your thoughts were about this video, and I'll appreciate it. Thanks.